So guys, if you want to know how to turn your factory wig to glueless, make sure you stick around because I'm going to show you exactly how to do that in this video and how to tame flyaways when straightening your hair. So stick around guys. Hello lovers of Boogie Fashion, welcome to another episode of Everything Here. So guys, if you're not following me on social media, you don't know what you're missing out. Connect with me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook and Pinterest. And while you're here, make sure you leave a thumbs up, subscribe and turn on notification because I post amazing content. So guys, to turn your factory wig into a glueless wig, first things first, you're going to measure your front and right. And you're going to cut out the excess on each side. That means if your head measurement is 11, your ear to ear is 11, and your frontal is 13 inch, you're going to cut out 1 inch from each side. So after doing that, you're going to use an excess lace. Maybe it could be a lace from an old wig, maybe it could be a lace from this wig you're using. And you're just going to cut a little part and you're going to put 1 inch from your lace, from the start of your lace, right? And then you're going to sew it down. After doing that, you're going to take your elastic band and you're going to place on that piece of lace you already sewed down, and you're going to sew the elastic band on it. So the reason why we do this is to prevent rip outs, right? So we all know that with glueless wigs, you're going to have to put that lace, that elastic band on the lace. So in order to prevent any rip outs or stuff, or maybe like minimize it, this is a trick I use. So maybe you can try it out and let me know. Rather than putting your lace, your band directly on the lace, which can prevent rip outs, especially when you don't have an adjustable band, you can use this method and I think it's really going to be helpful. So here's what it's looking like. Also, always make sure your band is placed along the edge of your original wig cap. That means your band should be sitting at the edge of the wig cap. That way it's going to sit perfectly. So as you can see my band placement, this is how your band placement is supposed to be. Your band is not supposed to be halfway on the hair or right below the wig cap. No, it's just supposed to sit at the nape of your wig cap. So this prevents it from being too too tight for your client or being too loose for your client. So now that we have that covered, we're going to go ahead to uh to s- uh to slick down our frontal. So I just use wax stick and heat protectant spray to comb the hair back so that I can trim out the excess lace. So I always have this on record, especially when my clients request for this. And then the excess lace now can be used maybe for the trick I showed you at the beginning of the video on how to put the elastic band on your wig, right? So yeah, so maybe an excess lace that you have trimmed out of your frontal, you could use that lace to fit your adjustable band on your wigs. So yeah, so I also love using the zigzag scissors because it really gives a good precision and it just looks neat overall. So in case you don't have this, not an issue, you can always use a blade, you can always use a scissors, a razor, but just make sure you're cutting in a zigzag motion, right? You're kind of like mimicking a zigzag scissors, just cutting a zigzag motion. Don't make your hand too straight or rigid. So yeah, so that's just it and you're good to go. So like I said, I would just really love using these zigzag scissors, especially when I'm doing glueless wig. So yeah, so now that we're done with that, we're going to go ahead to style our frontal before we begin the straightening process, or in this case, trim part of our wig. So yeah guys, so basically you're just going to slick that hair back, make sure all the flyaways are sent to the back, make sure the hair is smooth as possible. And if you're going to do a middle part, you can begin mapping it out. If you're going to do a side part, you can begin mapping it out, but just make sure you have a clean frontal you're working with. So yeah, so I'm going to speed this up because it's the basic that we all know. So I was going for a C part and I just marked out my C. So when doing a C part, just try to mimic a C, right? That's basically it. Just try to draw a C as neatly as possible as you could. So after doing that, I go in with my hair wax and my heat protector and I just slick that hair back. and then I also go in with my melting spray for the lace, so that I can melt that lace when my client wears it as a glueless wig. It's going to melt in her scalp as well. So I'm done with the frontal, since my client didn't want anything sophisticated. So this is a glueless wig, so she wants something that she can easily maintain. So yeah, so now I'm going to section my hair and I'm going to begin the simple process. So guys, you're going to notice that with straightening your hairs, you're going to have a lot of split ends. Even though this is a brand new wig, I didn't really understand why there was so many split ends on the wig. But anyways, that's why I'm going to show you this tip that you can use in order to make these flyaways lay flat, because you want a wig looking as flat as possible, right? So before going into that, I always use my hosing spray to kind of like mold the frontal. So I love using ebbing because it gives that hold and that slick and smoothness, while not leaving the wig looking crunchy. Like, nah, it doesn't do that. So I think it's kind of gentle on the frontal compared to other hosing sprays. So yeah, so I just use this to mold the frontal and give it a smooth texture. So I'm sorry I was kind of in the frame, because you know when you're recording sometimes you lose, like forget you're actually recording and you don't pay attention. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. So basically I just slick this hair, and so if you're working with someone, maybe you can ask them to assist you by holding a dryer as you do this. It guarantees the best results possible. So after doing that, I'm just going to go in with my simple one more time to just like flatten it in case I've roughed it up a little bit. And yeah, just do that final touches, make sure it's looking perfect, make sure it's looking okay before I do the final hack. So if you're looking closely, you're going to see those split ends I was talking about. So what I do is I just take my ebbing spray, I rub it in my palm, and then I glide down, and this kind of tames the flyaways and just keep them suppressed. So yeah, so after doing this, make sure you do not comb this hair anymore, right? Don't comb this hair anymore after doing this. So after doing this, just package your hair and send to your clients, or keep for your or get a wig back and preserve your hair in it, ready to wear, or a mannequin head and put a plastic over it, or however you preserve your wigs. So here's what this wig is looking like, and thanks so much for watching. So if this video was helpful to you, make sure you go ahead and give it a thumbs up, comment, turn on notification, and don't forget to subscribe, guys. I post amazing content, and let me know your suggestions in the comment section. Bye bye.